Hi Stampers, and welcome back to Stampin' on Wheels. As you can tell, I'm not on my wheels today. Excuse the lighting, I've got weird lights going on in here. I'm trying to move it with my foot. There we go, that's a little better. And I have been talking about this Swallowtail Butterfly stamp forever. I keep calling it a monarch, and when you see it, I think you'll understand why. The size and the scope of this thing. I mean, it is the size of my hand, and it just, I don't know, for some reason to me, reminds me of a monarch butterfly. It is red rubber. I get mine, I don't get mine wood block mounted just because I don't want to have to find a place to put all the wood blocks. Excuse me, my allergies are awful. And I want to show you the amount of detail that is in this stamp, so I'm going to go ahead and take... The detail in this is incredible. Now, I've done a couple of things with them. The first thing that I did was I went ahead and did a wall hanging, where what I used on it in here was some colored pencils. And then I went over the entire thing with, I don't know if you can see it or not, it shimmers, it's really pretty, there we go. Wink of Stella, and then I cut out a couple of other little butterflies. And the saying on it, it says, "Just like the butterfly, I will awaken in my own time." And that's a Deborah Chaskin quote, and I just really liked it. And then these wonderful little flowers. The die was sent to me by a sweet, sweet person in England whose name shall remain confidential, but her initials are Anne. And then these ribbon roses. I made these ribbon roses, and I wanted to take a second and show you how quick it is to make these particular ribbon roses. All you need is a piece of ribbon about 12 inches long. You find the center and you fold it, hate this light, and you fold it over. Let me zoom in. Right on my throat, there we go. And you fold it over like that. You got this piece, it's gonna go that way. And you just fold it over and over, and you know how you used to do this with a straw to make a spring. I'm sorry, I'm off camera. To make a little spring with a little piece of paper. That's all you're doing, is making one of those springs with one piece of paper, one strip of ribbon. And it tries to get away from you a little bit, and you just keep a hold of it. Don't mind my nails. I've been doing a million other little things today to try and get ready for my classes, which I'm going to tell you about in my next video. So you just keep going back and forth and back and forth. And when you get to the size that you kind of want it, you take a hold of both ends and you can let it go. Okay? Now you're going to grab it real tight at the base, holding one of the sides tighter than the other, and then you're just gonna pull. I don't know if it's gonna focus. You're just gonna pull until you get, come on, the little rosette that you want. Okay, so that was my first piece that I made with this. Look at the color in that and the detail. I'm gonna zoom back out. And again, I apologize for this lighting. It's terrible in here. The next piece that I did was, of course, a card. And on this card, I used some of the Stampin' Up. Which one is this? The Lost Lagoon, I think, paper. And a piece of Whisper White. And I just used a one of the dies to cut out this shape in Whisper White, and then can you see where I put wherever the little ribbons went, I put glitter with that pen again, the Wink of Stella pen. Now, I did not sit here and color this butterfly. I absolutely did not. And I had it written down, the lady who had shown me how to do this. Stampin' on the Back Porch. That's the name of her channel, and she's fantastic. What I did was, this is a piece of our designer series paper, and it's from Birds of a Feather, and I just stamped it on there with black ink and then cut it out, and it colors it all by itself. It's gorgeous, and I just added the little bling in the center. Now the next two pieces I'm going to show you are a variation on a woman from the UK, Sam, and she's Poodles, Pootles, I believe, poodles.com.uk, and she makes some of the most amazing bags out of hers. Mine are a variation in that hers can be opened up from the bottom, or in the case of this large one here that I put antique lace on it, hers can also be opened from the bottom. Mine cannot. Mine has a brad right here, and you just, a brad and a button, and a brad and a piece of bling, and you just unclip it. Comes off like that. Hers, when they open up and they lay flat for storage. Well, what I did was I made my sides rigid, and so they do not lay flat. When you go and you look at hers, you'll see hers lay flat. She can open them all the way up. But you know what? That holds quite a bit, and it's quite strong. I was really surprised. And I didn't have a piece of designer paper that I wanted to use, so what I did was I took some of our crumb cake and I just stamped all over with butterfly with different colored ink, and on the inside, which I should have shown you that before I put this back on, let me open it up one more time for you here. I used the Flower Shop and Petite Petals. I don't know if you can see those. Yep. And the different colors, and all of the brand new colors that have just come out. I have used only the new colors that have just come out in my projects for this. So I want you to see how well they go together, even when you're putting them on a background that you wouldn't think it would work out. But they really do work out nicely. I'm trying to get this back in here. I got it a little tight. Dun, dun, dun. So here's my little bag inspired by her. And I just put a beautiful piece of antique lace there. This light is bugging me to no end. Y'all just don't even know. Alright, and for the last project I did was another one of her little bags. And this is a little treat bag. And again, hers can be opened from the bottom because she doesn't glue them shut. I glued mine shut. But isn't that adorable? Let's get that closed. There we go. Isn't that adorable? And then I had a little wooden piece that came with one of my Project Life pieces, and I just colored it with the new markers. And then in this case, I stamped it all in one color and just colored little spots. It's got a magnet that holds it shut right there and right there. And that will hold some nice little candies or your lipstick, or not that you take this out as your purse, but it's a cute little way to give somebody a gift. But there are so many things that you can do with just this stamp alone. With just this. And I'm showing you this because I don't want you to feel like, well, you know, if I spend the money on the stamp, I can make a card. Sure you can. Or I can make a wall hanging. Yeah, sure you could. The thing is that I could keep going, and I could have kept going on and on and on and on with this butterfly theme and done so many things with this incredible rubber stamp. Now, its item number is 129216. And if you want to head on over to my store, you can take a look at it right now. I will leave you the link for my online store at the bottom of the page and to my blog. There is a blog on my online store, and basically they're pretty much the same. Only the blog that I'm going to leave you the link to, somehow the photos come out a lot nicer on that, so the photographs will be on there. So the next thing I wanted to talk to you about real fast is that I'm going to be putting up a video probably tomorrow or the next day about some clubs that I'm starting. I've already spoken to a few people in the area, and so I've already had some spaces taken up. I'll tell you how many spaces I have for which club, because I'm trying to keep it down to 6 people per. And they're going to be pretty exciting. And I had promised you that I would show you the paper pumpkin, because I just made that one little set real quick. Well, I'm still working on those. I got all the boxes done the way I wanted them, and then I had a kitten catastrophe again, and the kittens went crazy through the house. In fact, we found out that someone had broken the top of the sugar bowl a while back, and my husband actually caught one of the kittens eating sugar from the sugar bowl. So I have cats that are whacked out on sugar. So I haven't had a chance to finish up all the cards, but I will be finishing up all those cards and showing you what can be done with those, and talk to you a little bit more about my paper pumpkin club. And I'm going to also be having a frequent buyer club and a kit of the month club, where I'm going to be putting the kits together. So be thinking about that, and I'll give you all of the details in my next video. Thanks for being here, and I'll talk to you again soon. I'm sorry about the lighting. It'll be better next time. Bye.